What a painful video I'm about to do. I mean, really. Keith Thurman. All you have to do is go through my channel and you'll see that I am a starch Keith Thurman supporter. And I believed not only what he said, I believe in how he carried himself and what he stood for. But as time has proven, Keith Thurman is no longer the same guy anymore. And it's become readily apparent that I'm going to have to take a step back from Keith Thurman. And I'm going to have to just wait and see what he does and see where he decides he wants to take his career. And whatever criticism that's labeled on him, he's definitely earned. You look at this picture here and he's throwing a baseball with the same elbow that he claimed I can't explain it away. And he's been doing other physical activities which would require him to use that elbow, and I'm not going to go into all of them. You just need to look on the internet and you'll see. Since he had the elbow injury, he has been doing things that would be considered, if you're rehabbing the elbow, there's one thing, but you don't want to re-aggravate it. And yet he has been doing things that you shouldn't be doing. We're legitimately hurt. And it's at the point where, as a boxing fan, looking back on just the template that Keith Thurman laid out and the direction in which he wanted to go, he's not even following his own template. He's not even following the blueprint that he laid out for where he wanted his career to go. He talked about fighting all oncomers and fighting the best and beating the best. And now he has done what he's supposed to do as far as when it comes to performance in the ring. But ever since Keith Thurman got married, there is a visible difference. There is a noticeable difference. Well, I'm thinking I'm lying. There was beginning cracks in the mosaic painting way before the Keith Thurman getting married. It was even in how he wasn't doing interviews. As you guys know, the brother 78 Sports TV does videos, and he does credible interviews, fantastic interviews. Go subscribe to him. And he just stopped doing interviews, and he stopped doing people stopped being able to get in contact with him. And then he started to I hate to use this phrase and this saying, but he started to sound like a company man. And that's just facts. And once he started speaking that corporate talk, that corporate lingo, one time was no longer present. It was just Keith Thurman. And you know what? As a Keith Thurman supporter, as starch as I was a Keith Thurman supporter, listen, I got to call it down the middle. He is not acting the same way he acted before. And I know people grow and they expand their brand and they want to reach new markets. But there is a visible difference in his entire personality. So that's making me wonder if what we saw in the beginning was a front. And this is who Keith Thurman is. This is who he's always been. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the man personally. I've never spoken to the man personally. But it just seems like you don't do this much of a 360. It just seems like this was how he kind of sold it. Again, I made a reference in an older video. Well, I said I feel like I got hustled by used car salesmen when it comes to Keith Thurman. And a lot of Keith Thurman fans, like, I'm a fan of him, right? I'm a starch fan of him, attacked me for it. Said that I didn't know what I was talking about, that I expected too much of Keith Thurman. But you cannot deny that there is something visibly wrong here.